What's up, guys, and welcome back to That Chick Angel TV. It's me, Angel, and my 6-week-old Amar. If this is your first time coming over to my channel, first of all, thank you so much for blessing us with your presence. I hope that you click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell so you can be notified when I upload new content. Upload on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. You'll get vlogs, podcasts, and postpartum and baby updates. All right, so for those of you all who don't know, this is my 6-week-old son and my last baby, Amar Angel Anthony Tanksley. He became officially 6 weeks on Monday. He was born on July 29th. And this is his update while he's grunting. I think he wants to eat, so I'm probably going to have to nurse him at some point in time during this update. So that's actually one of the things in his update. He grunts a lot like that. Y'all hear it? It sounds like a car that kind of won't start. He does that sometimes while he's nursing, not often, but he'll do it like when he can't seem to get comfortable. He'll grunt. Oh, hi. He'll do these grunting noises. We have no idea what it's from, why he's doing it. He just does. He's pretty much a very happy, content baby. I wouldn't say he's not like overly happy, like giddy all the time, but he's usually very calm. My house is very quiet during the day because he's not making a whole lot of like loud noises. His eyes are still gray. They haven't changed the color. We think they'll land on hazel, but right now they're still very, very gray. He definitely knows who I am now. He knows that I'm mommy. Like, usually if he's upset, if I go get him, he immediately stops crying. If somebody else has him and he starts to get a little upset, if I go pick him up, he's like, oh, I'm good. As you all know from the last update, he started losing his hair. It's starting to grow back. It's like very thin. Also, what I thought to be baby acne, I think is full-blown eczema. So we put him on the soap and lotion that we use as a family. The soap we use is Gold Bar by the company Melaleuca, because it has tea tree oil. That's what I switched my oldest son over to, Marcus, when he was a baby, and he started getting eczema. And I'm noticing a huge difference. The lotion is also for people with eczema. But I think I will still get some Eucerin. And then when he has his 2-month update with the doctor, oh, you threw up a little. When he has his 2-month update with the doctor, we'll probably get some hydrocortisone to completely knock it off of his body. He now, when he's doing tummy time, completely lifts up his head. He can move it from side to side. He looks around. He moves a lot. Like, you can tell his reflexes are like really trying to figure their way out. Ooh, this is the biggest yawn. He gives us smiles a lot more and coos a lot more. Like intentional smiles. I don't know if he'll smile for me right now just because I think he's very like much so trying to figure out why I haven't put my boob in his mouth. He's still exclusively breastfed. And look at how chunky he done got. He done got so fat. Didn't you? You got so fat. But this is what I do with my babies. I chunking them up real quick. Don't I? Don't I get y'all fat real quick? Don't I get you fat? Turns out he does have a dimple. All of my boys have a dimple, and I thought he didn't have one. And I was like, oh my God, that is not acceptable. And his is just not as deep, and it doesn't show. It's kind of like Kai's dimple. It doesn't show as much. Look at him looking and moving around everywhere. His nursing is doing a lot better. He latches on a lot quicker now. This breast he's still slower to latch to, but it doesn't take as long as it was happening before. It felt like I had to have him in the exact right position in order for his latch to happen. Now I don't really have to go through the whole technical, and the head be like this and da 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 da. He can latch in, he gets his milk out, he eats. And he still takes a bottle, and he still takes a pacifier, which is different than all of our kids. The first 3 were not about that life. Either one, pacifier or bottle. Oh, he is hungry. Oh, y'all, let me position my baby so he can eat. He eats probably about 10 minutes total. He's not on the boobs for a very long time, which is great, so I don't feel like I'm breastfeeding all day. And that's the same with me pumping. I only pump for about 10 minutes total. And I get enough milk that I feel like my storage is not being depleted as far as in the milk that is left for him when I go to work. Now, as far as my postpartum journey, I've been doing great. I haven't been feeling any postpartum depression, no baby blues. I haven't ever had a problem with postpartum depression, praise God, for any of my prior pregnancies. So I assumed I wouldn't have it this time, but I was still like out on the lookout for it. What was great is that when I went to my doctor's office, they actually had a survey to help find out if you might be struggling with postpartum depression, which did not happen with my prior pregnancies as far as in that survey. So I'm like, I'm glad that they're being more proactive about that issue. I'm starting my weight loss journey. I weigh 205 pounds. So I started working out yesterday. I did like a 30-minute, very easy workout. I'm definitely very weak, very out of shape, but I know I will recover. I am approaching my weight loss journey with diet and exercise. And when I say diet, I don't mean like a gimmick diet. I'm just literally removing all the stuff that I shouldn't have been like eating in the first place. So no more turkey burgers with cheese and milkshakes and a lot of dairy. So dairy is coming out, processed food is coming out, fried food is coming out, refined sugar is coming out. So pretty much just eating very healthy meat, fruits, and vegetables. Like I'll eat potatoes, but they'll be baked or or cooked in a way that it's not adding a bunch of fat to it. And I'll do quinoa and brown rice. But I try not to do like gimmicky diets because once I come off the diet, I tend to gain the weight back. So I'm going to do what works. And I also don't do well with meal replacements. Shakes and stuff like that, no. My body knows that was not actual food and I'll still want to eat. So I like to eat, but just eat what I should be eating. That makes my body work better and more efficiently. My hair is still has not done a lot of postpartum shedding. I've had it in twists. I just took those out. I'm actually getting them redone today after I shoot this. My spots where I had alopecia, that hair is growing back. My real hair. I don't know why I keep calling my alopecia hair the hair that fell out like it's not my real hair. But my hair that hadn't fallen out really grew a lot during my pregnancy. And so even the spots that were short, they grew too. I'm trying to find a true spot. Like that grew as well. And those were spots that were like baby hair, like his hair on his head. The boys are doing great with him. Sai is in love with the baby. Like he always wants to see him. Always if he cries, he wants to be up in his face. Like there's no personal space. It's like Sai baby. He's like right up on him. Dad, he's doing good with the baby. The baby probably does that most of that grunting and with him. And so he's always like, what's wrong with him? What's wrong? But the baby is very agreeable with his dad and with most people. So, I mean, he's just a sweet, he's just a calm baby. I just love him to pieces. I'm figuring he's well over 10 pounds. Like I said, in the last baby update, he doesn't have to go back to the doctors until 2 months. So he was able to skip his 1 month checkup. And so at 2 months is when he'll start getting his shots. Even though I kind of want to delay them even more, but since his brothers are at school, I'm like, yeah, I might need to go ahead and do immunization just because they're around kids and germs and viruses more so than I am. Also, Amar vomits after every feeding. This is something that Kai used to do. Amar's throw up is a little bit different, but yes, anytime I feed him, I know, 1, he must be burped, 2, he's going to throw up some. So I've just gotten used to it. It's not even a problem. Last really big news is that if you saw the update in which Amar starts doodling in the middle of the video, that video has landed us on Kelly Clarkson's show. So we'll actually be shooting that this Friday. Well, he won't be a part of it, but I will, to talk about some of the blunders that happen in motherhood. So when that airs, I'll try to let you all know via my Instagram. And make sure you're following me on Instagram and Facebook at That Chick Angel. So I think that's pretty much it for this update. It's kind of short and sweet. If there's anything you all want me to cover in my next update, which will be in 2 weeks, please let me know in the comments below. And if you have any questions for me or Amar and his development, let me know as well, and I'll answer those in the comments. All right, again, thanks so much, you guys, for checking out my channel. Again, if you have not subscribed, please do so and click the notification bell. And if you are already a part of the family, what's up, fam? All right, I'll see you on Friday in another family vlog. Talk to you guys later. Uh-oh, you want to come say bye? He heard the outro. Come say bye. Say bye-bye.
That chick angel.